Hi, my name is Melissa, and today I'd like to show you how easy and rewarding it is to use the SmartClass Live Language Lab in your classroom. Our language lab is available as a fixed lab, but can also be used as a BYOD digital language lab. When you launch the live platform, you have the option to take attendance, which will connect you to your pre-registered classes. You also will have the option to populate the class when the session begins. You log in with the same credentials you use for the SmartClass Hub. Before you start an activity, you can click on the configuration icon on the bottom left of the screen to move student stations to match your classroom. Once you see that all of your students are connected, click on the blue house in the top right corner to begin your first activity. You will see the different activity options available to you: teacher or student presentation, monitor students, pairing grouping, launch a hub activity, and live testing. Let's start with the presentation mode. On the right, you can select your class and automatically log in your students. The student stations will then show the students' names. Here, you see the teacher dashboard, where you can monitor all student stations, present your screen, or have students present their screens. You can also talk to each student individually at their station. When the teacher presents his or her screen, the teacher monitor turns red to indicate sharing, while the student screens turn blue to indicate they are viewing what the teacher is sharing. The same colors are used when sharing audio. The teacher's headset turns red when he or she is speaking to the students, who now have blue headsets. You can talk to everyone or allow the audio for students to talk to everyone, just like you would in a live classroom. At the top, there is the option to get students' attention by blacking out their screens to be ready for an announcement or additional instructions. You also have a chat icon where the teacher sends a message to the whole class, but student responses can only be seen by the teacher. To summarize, our presentation mode allows the teacher or students to have the ability to share screens, talk, and chat. By returning to the blue house, we can now monitor students. First, click on the student you want to check on. Then choose from the monitoring support options. You can listen to the student, listen and talk, view the student screen, or show your screen. Notice again that the headsets change color depending on who is talking and who is listening. Same with the screens, which is beneficial when certain students need differentiated support. In the pairing grouping setting, you can pair students in different ways, either sequentially, randomly, or by choosing which students work together in groups of 2, 3, or 4. If there's an odd number, it automatically adds students to a group. Students who are grouped together will be indicated by letters. Again, you have all the same monitoring support options. You can record student conversations, look at their screens, or support groups one at a time. I loved it because I could listen in without notifying them that I was there. It kept my students on task and in the target language without having to get up and move around, warning students or disrupting other groups. You can also record the conversations so students can listen to their recordings. For tests focused on assessing speaking, students can have conversations all at the same time without pulling out groups in the front of the class or teacher, and without the teacher having to create busy work while they assess one student or group at a time. Students can go back and reflect when the teachers play back recordings for them. Now, let's look at the live testing option. It's a teacher-led environment with different presentation options. First, you could share instructions to everyone. Then you would type the name of the recording in the student recorder control panel. Once the recorder is ready at every station, you see the student recorder control panel with a timer option, a playback, and stop icon for students, along with the record and save icons. This makes speaking and listening practice more engaging for students and testing more time efficient for students and teachers alike. Student recordings are then saved for later teacher review in the SmartClass Hub. Lastly, let's look at launching an activity from the SmartClass Hub. When you click Select an Exercise, the Hub will automatically log in a new window. You can then choose any activity and send it to your students to work on while you monitor their progress. Instead of viewing student screens one at a time, under the Monitor Students activity, you can click on the View All mosaic to view all student screens at once. When the session is done, simply click on the Manage Class icon on the top left to end the class. Teacher Log Off is on the top right corner. I hope you're excited by all the different activities and support you can offer your students with the SmartClass Live platform. If you'd like any more information, please reach out to us or check out our website at www.robotel.com.